Wagwan YouTube, welcome to the Jamaican Recipe Queen where we cook with love and passion. So today my family, I am going to be making some Jamaican ram goat soup, or as we will call it back home, some Mannish water. So here I have my goat tripe or chitterlings, whatever you may call them. I already washed these and cleaned them up nicely. You want to make sure that they're well cleaned, so I washed them in some lemon and vinegar water. Leave them to soak for at least an hour or so that you can get off all that rawness. I also have some goat bones that I had left over from making my curry goat roti. I will be using these as well. You can use piece of the meat if you wish, or you can use the goat head or the goat foot also with the tripe. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pressure cook this for 2 hours in my Instant Pot. So to pressure cook, I'm going to go in with some pimento seeds, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, and about 6 cloves of garlic. Okay, so here I have the meat into the Instant Pot, and I'm just gonna pressure cook this for 2 hours, and then we're gonna come back, transfer this to the pot that we will be cooking our soup, and finish off. So while we have the tripe pressure cooking, I've gone ahead and I have prepared all of my vegetables that I will be using in my soup. So here I have some carrots and some pumpkin. You can use squash as well. Here I have some corn that I already washed and cut up. Here I have some Irish potatoes that I already diced, and I have some green bananas. You want to leave the skin on the green banana, but I kind of like take a few of the skin off. You can leave it all on if you wish, but this is how you want to prepare your banana. Leave them in some water to soak so they don't turn black. Okay, I also have a piece of yam that I will be putting into my soup, but I am not ready to peel my yam as yet until I'm ready to add it to the pot, because it tends to turn black easily. I'm also going to be using 3 stalks of green onion. You can use scallion as well. I have some fresh thyme. I have some garlic, some hot pepper. I'm using a green pepper and a red pepper. You can only use 1 pepper if you wish. And here I have 4 cloves of garlic, 2 garlic stems, and some celery sticks. I'm also going to be adding a few more pimento seeds as well, and I have them here just to ground them a bit. I will be using some okra. These are already sliced and frozen, but you can use your fresh okra in your soup, doesn't matter. So these are all the vegetables that I am going to use. So it has been 2 hours and my tripe is nice and tender. So what I am going to do right now, I'm going to transfer this now to a bigger pot, and I'm going to add all of my vegetables. All right, families, so here I have transferred my tripe to my pot that I will be cooking the soup in, and I'm just going to add the corns first and allow them to boil just for about 10 minutes, and also my pumpkins and my yam, because I want the pumpkins and the yam to be a little bit soft and kind of mash in the soup. That's how I like it. I'm also adding the pepper and the pimento seed at this time. Okay, so now we're going to add the rest of our vegetables. So as you can see, the color of the water changed. You can see the pumpkin in there. So I'm adding the carrots, the banana, and the Irish potatoes at this point. Look at that, looking absolutely amazing. Yes. So we are going to add our okras as well. After we add our okras, we're just gonna cover this down and allow it to boil for a few minutes, and then we're going to season this with some powdered seasoning. Okay, so here are all of my seasoning that I will be using. I'll be using some all-purpose seasoning, some garlic salt and onion powder, and some meat seasoning. I'm also going to be using some Italian herbs over here. I have 2 packs of noodle soup mix that I will be using. I'll be using the pumpkin beef and the cock noodle. Also, I have here my scallion and my thyme that I had prepared earlier with my garlic stem and my celery sticks that I will be adding all at once. Pot bubble looks good. Adding our powdered seasoning, and also I'm going to add our scallions and the other seasoning that we have, our ground seasoning. That's what we call them. So pop them in and give this a little bit of stir. Okay, so now we're adding our 2 packs of soup mix. Give this a nice stir so that you don't have any lumps of noodle in your soup. Alright, so just cover this down and allow it to boil for a few minutes. After about 15 minutes, you want to come back and taste your pot. So here I'm just going to add some broth mix, and I'm using the chicken broth mix. I'm using 1 tablespoon just to get the soup some flavor, Yes. Also, if you don't have the broth mix, you can add some Maggi cubes. You can add like 2 or 3 Maggi cubes. At this point, you want to taste your pot. If you need salt, add a little bit of salt. Okay? Okay, so we're just going to cover this now and allow it to reduce. Just reduce it to your liking. Some people like their soup thick, some like it thin. It's up to you, okay? Okay, this is the final result. Let me know what you think about this recipe. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscription button. Turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. I pot bottom this, pot bottom always the nicest part of the soup. Yes. You don't know? Yeah, after all of the top part gone, the pot bottom,